Hey traders, Jason here with Day Train Fearless. I am now live for the evening session for October 25th, 2022. We're going to look at the S&P Emini Futures. We're going to trade the micros in this session. If none of this is trade advice, so real quick, let's throw up a quick disclaimer. Okay. And essentially, I'm just some dude on YouTube. So, if you want to follow along with the trades, you can. But with that being said, none of this is trade advice. It's just me doing some trading in the evening session, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And just hopefully, there's going to be a lot of education in this video. And also a couple look for trade setups, teach you guys answer questions, things like that. So we will kind of be patient. I will kind of keep my mouth shut until people file in, but this is also going to be one of those things where if you guys want to interact with me, ask questions, look at trade ideas, things like that, just let me know. Type them into the chat. So, hey, what's going on, Jay and Kieran? Hope you guys are doing good today. Um, crazy. Day in the market, huge run up, and then after earnings today, pretty much we had Microsoft, Google, Texas Instruments all kind of report after the bell, and also get hit hard, and that's why we're seeing a gap in the overnight session. So it's going to be kind of interesting. But again, we are day traders. We don't care what the market does. All we want is action going on. So hope you're not working too hard, Jay. Um, Okay, so let's kind of start from scratch, right? What's the market doing? How are we looking at the market? Things like that. So we're going to look for the trend. So right now we were in the downtrend. Now we're in an uptrend. We are doing a low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, double top, right? And we just took out that low, so we're now reversing this trend. If we just took a trend line, we could see we're on the other side, right? So, but this low right here on this current candle took out its previous low, right? So with that being said, we are now making lower lows a high, right? Highs and lower lows. So double top with divergence right here. Okay. And so now what I'm going to look for is I'm going to look for a potential kickback for a potential short trade. Jay, I'm using Thinkorswim. This is Thinkorswim, and then this is a stage 5 for my trading dome. So I kind of use the Thinkorswim charts and then usually the stage 5 trading dome to execute the trades. So. Um, and everything I use are the 1 minute charts too. So with that being said, price is making low. So I'm going to grab my Fibonacci tool, right? And we're going to look for a potential reversal. To kind of look for a kickback, right? A rally back up and look for a good Fibonacci level that lines up with other things. The one I really like right here is probably this level, right? This was kind of the old support level, right? We should kind of bounced and then blew through, move back up. We should probably be able to get a short trade idea. So we see price starting to kind of creep back up. So we'll see. What level do I like? I like this 1618. right around the 38, 33 level, right? So what I'll do is I'll throw the order in there. One thing that that I try and be very conscious of. I know people some do these for live trades, things like that. Try and follow along with me. I will always let you guys know with plenty of time, usually when a trade is setting up what levels, kind of like this. So if you guys do want to follow along, you guys are able to. With that being said, this is not trade advice, just some dude on YouTube, so don't sue me if you guys lose. I'm just kind of trying. This is what I do, and just understand the risks of everything. Um, so we just made new low. I'm gonna update this and go lower. Jay, is there any way to help me with this? Hey Jay, what did you need help with? Because you said in the chat, is there any way to help me with this? Um, so we're gonna look now. Here's one of the things, right? As we made the new low, our levels got shifted, right? So I'm gonna shift my level down to this 75, 32.75. I'm just looking for a bounce and then a reversal back. All my trade targets are going to be 2 points. My stop losses are going to be 2 points unless I adjust them for something a little different. So let's see what happens here. Also, just so you guys know, this red and purple line right here with these little arrows. Okay. Well, first, the red and purple lines are the high low. It's a special high low VWAP. These arrows right here, special code. It just shows the very last candle. It's customizable, but it's essentially when the histogram goes from red to green or from green to red. So that's what that. And then up here in this box is the previous candles high, 50% level low. You also have these levels here, which are the same things. So right here, they're a little hard to see, but that's it. This up. I have tossed, but it doesn't look anything like this. Yeah, here, you want some help? Here you go. I'm gonna share my flex grid with you guys, Jay. Jay, it's gonna post it in the chat. You now upload that. It's on the flex grid, and now you will have the same exact setup as me. So have fun with it. Um, Hey, Crystal, aka Yoga Girl, what's going on? Glad to see you here. You haven't missed anything. I just jumped on a little bit ago. Currently, we're looking for a potential trade. We are making lower highs, lower lows, so maybe a potential bounce back up. But if we take out the slow, that's probably all that's going to change and all that. So. Um, hey, you're welcome, Kieran. I'm doing good. I think this rally we've seen for the last few days, let's kind of look at a bigger time frame chart. Okay. This rally that we've had, if you guys have watched my video from over the weekend, I said a potential head and shoulders breakout. That's exactly what we've done, kind of rallied up. We're breaking out. But here's what's interesting. We are bullish, right? One, two, three, reverse waterfall. Tech earnings came out today and were pretty horrible today. So, with that being said, I wonder if the market does start to really kind of pull back and things like that. If we look, we've been making higher highs, nice W. pattern, W for winner, break higher, higher highs, higher lows. Now we kind of broke this down. We can even call this like a little mini head and shoulders. If we grab our fib extension, right, go from there to here. These are our targets to the downside just from this pattern. Bounce right off the 127, coming down to the 1618, and then ultimate target. And here's what's interesting: give it a few hours, 200 will move up right here. All roads lead to the same place usually, so we will see what's going on with that. Again, that's bigger picture. Let's cancel this order right here. Reason being is because we need to redraw our fibs, right? Activate, bring this down. It's now the 75. I still like this. I'm gonna go 33 for the short. I want that 75% retracement, which is also kind of this breakdown. So all I'm looking for is a potential move higher, a reaction, and a quick little pullback for 2 points. So that's it. Nothing crazy. I'll give it a 2 point stop loss. Um, Normally I'd go above this high, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, actually my stop loss where it's at right now is one tick above this high right here, or at this double top. So we'll see what happens. I might move this to 35 and a quarter if price moves up, but we'll see. So let's clean up these lines. Interesting, right? Double bottom down here. So on the bigger pattern, we're still making lower highs, lower lows, but we did do a double bottom right here with divergence. Something to be very aware of. Okay, so we do have a divergence here. We do have a little bit of a divergence here. Okay, maybe a pullback back to this 29 and a quarter level. I'll try it. Right? And my stop goes right below this low at 27 and a quarter. So market goes up. I'm looking for a short, comes down. I'm looking for a long. I'm essentially looking for this. Actually, one of normally I'd want to lean on this body, which I might. 28.75. I'm gonna go 29 right here for this. So I'm getting kind of lean right just above. I'm gonna go right here. Okay, this is a 28.50, right? Um, so maybe it overshoots a little bit. My stop is below there or a short up here. I might actually move this up to 33 and a quarter on the upside. So yeah, I'm gonna move this to 33 and a quarter. I kind of want to get sandwiched in between the 75 level and the VWAP high. So um how do you recognize divergences, Jay? Hey, so right here is when price makes a low, we bounce. Okay. Easiest way is this is a waterfall, right? We're making lower highs. Okay. The minute we break above, that's our bounce. And then we make a low, right? Bounce based on the waterfall. And then we kind of take out the lows, a reverse waterfall, take out the lows, and we make a new low. Well, if you look at the sto- stochastic makes a low, we bounce, and then we make a lower low on price, but a higher low on the stochastic. And that's what our divergence is. When price, as you could see, we're making new lows, we have a high, right? Lower high, lower high. The minute we break above, that is actually confirmation. So I just got filled here. Touch right there, looking for 2 points to the downside. And let's get rid of this order. So I'm canceling this order down here because we've already moved up. So now I'm looking for a quick little pullback. My stop will be above essentially this double top. Okay, sounds good, Jay. So here comes price, right? Now, what I'm looking for, this is what I want to see. I want to see we're in the reverse waterfall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We just broke below right here, right? So we're now bearish on the 1 minute time frame, right? We were making higher lows, which is a bullish market. The minute we take out the lows, we're now in a bearish market. If next candle goes and takes out this high, we're back to it, right? Back to being bullish. But as of right now, we're bearish. What I'd love to see is price come all the way back down to this lower VWAP and get sandwiched in between these two VWAP levels. So here comes a price, right? Price is falling. We're up a point right now. Again, we essentially need 2 more ticks. And look at that. Price kind of pulls back, right? Now, because I'm up 2 points, I'm going to put my stop right above this high right here. I'm managing risk right here, right? So I'm going to put my stop right above at 33.75. Okay. I'm only going to take 2 ticks of risk now on this trade because if we reverse and take out this high right here, I don't want to be in the trade because chances are it's going to go all the way up, right? This is a potential bull flag, right? So I just want to manage risk. I'm just scalping. I'm looking for, okay, what's the trade? Now, it's taking a little long for this, right? Do I sit here and be patient, wait for this, or do I say, hey, want to know something? Let's take profits, right? No, no. We'll play. Here's one problem that I don't like. Right? We were bearish. We just broke higher, so we're now bullish. Right? But does it just is it a failed? And do we go lower? It's a hard one, right? I'll tell you right now. I'm putting my order in at 32. I'm out at 32 even. So we got six what was it 5 ticks on it. And the reason I got out, it's taken too long. The market's bullish. I'd rather kind of be patient or just take my profits while I have them, start the day off good, have a winner, right? Because if you think about it, I got 6 ticks with only 2 ticks of risk after I managed it. If it falls, I'm okay with it. Okay. But right now, it's kind of like there's a time aspect. The longer the time goes, the less I want to be involved in that trade. So, um, real quick, just to ring some comments. I'm not trying tonight, but I'm observing you and getting my screen time in. Hey, that's awesome, Crystal. That is what it's all about, right? Screen time. And that's why I'm doing these, right? Some people will go, oh, look, you should have left the trade. You would have gotten 2 points. Okay, yeah, but it could have also taken me out. I get it. We all have to figure out the way we want to trade, right? It's one of those things. And this is all part of make trading your own. Make this your own style. So, um, I have to figure out how to put in a stop order after I'm in the trade. So, yoga girl, um, what I do personally is I just do all bracket orders all the time, right? So if I'm looking for like a long down here, I'll just put that order in as a bracket, and then I'll just move my targets and my stop loss or whatever if I want, or leave them. Or as the trade's doing something, I'll kill the trade or I'll move them, right? So hopefully that helps. It's the easiest way. Keep it very mechanical. Keep your emotions out of it. Also, look at this, right? I would have gotten my full 2 points. Am I mad? No, care less. Okay, and that's what I want you guys to learn to do. I teach a lot of traders, and a lot of times people get so frustrated when they miss a trade or they exit the trade early. Okay. I I'm so far beyond that. I don't even care anymore because it's like, hey, if the trade for me, it's either I'm right or right out of the trade, or it's gonna work right away or it's not. And I gave that trade a long time. Okay. And like we should have seen a fall. Once I saw it break above here, right? We went from bearish market to bullish. I'm like, let me take my 5 ticks instead of trying to squeeze out the extra 3 ticks. I get it, it's not a lot of money. Again, overnight session, it's all about trading. It's not about the money for this, guys. So hopefully you guys can understand why I'm not doing the big contract. It's just you helping you guys to understand this. So, um, hey Mitchell, do you think you trade better overnight or during day session? I'll believe. I'll be honest with you. This is like my third live stream that I've done, and I actually feel I trade better doing this than my regular trading. I think because I'm more focused, more in tune, right? I'm talking myself through the trade, but I still trade really good. I've been doing this for 21 years, but there is a different focus that I'm starting to realize that makes me more observant over things because I know other people are watching. I'm not in my own head. So I hope that helps. I'm being totally honest with you guys, right? And things like that. So hopefully that helps. Hey, real quick, I just want to say welcome to everybody else. If you guys have any questions, do me a favor, put them in the comment. That's why I'm here. We're trading and just trying to help answer your questions, show you what I do. Hopefully, you guys could grab a couple little nuggets from this. If you guys are interested, I have a video course on my website, daytrainfearless.com. It's a 7-hour course with my S&P EMA weekly trade zones, and these essentially are my trade zones and I update these every single week. Okay. Every weekend. And they're essentially levels of support and resistance. As price goes up, look for reversals. I also give any open VPOCs or point gaps. And I also do one-on-one coaching too. So again, all that information's at my website. But but if you guys do have any questions, let me know. Just type them in and I'll try and answer them all for you guys. Hey, Oleg, um, market is slower. Yeah, look, I think the market trades a lot cleaner, believe it or not, in the overnight session. So that's me personally. Um, let's clean all this up. clean everything. And is there a pattern, right? Potential double bottom down here. It's amazing. Smash that like. Yes, I agree with you, yoga girl. Smash that like button, guys. Just try and get as many people in here as possible. Also, I'll probably be in live trading tomorrow morning too, I think. So just stay FYI. Probably I'll be live around 6:30, maybe 6:15 Pacific time, California or Las Vegas time tomorrow. Mitchell, thanks for the answer. I've caught all three streams. Hey, thank you. Thanks, Mitchell. I appreciate that. Those kind words. Hey, Jay. I actually use the 1 minute chart. That's it. 1 minute, keep it simple. This fast stochastic works best on the 1 minute, I believe. New York time is right at market open, like 9:30. So I'm 3 hours behind New York. Okay, so let's examine this, right? So we just had look at the pattern we had, right? So we had a reversal here. Price started to make higher highs, higher lows, right? We had double bottom with a divergence, right? On both of these guys right here. Then we fall, make a bounce, right? Nice double bottom down here with a divergence, with a nice rally, making higher highs. And then on this little micro, we rallied all the way to that 75. Look at this. We nailed that to the tick, right? I think we took one tick of a heat on this trade short at the 75% fib. You guys know I love it. 61 to 75. We pull back right to the VWAP. I said we'll probably get sandwiched there. It did, right? Bounced. But now this price, we made a lower high, right? And then this price took out this low. So we're now making lower highs and lower lows. So my thing is, I think we take out this double bottom. This is what it feels like to me. I feel like it wants to take this out, these lows, just because of our earnings and remember Japan's opening and London in a little bit. So things like that. Yeah. Yeah. 6 a.m. Crystal on New York time. Yeah. That, you guys are lucky. You guys don't need to wake up that early. Um, yeah, yeah. So it's 9:30 or 9 a.m. your time. Okay, so yoga girl, here guys, I actually over traded yesterday, and that's why I'm also sitting on the sidelines today, taking a little break, right? Okay, so that's from one of our viewers. Well, here, let's talk about that, right? First off, be aware. Let's talk a little psychology, right? The market's not doing anything right now, but let's talk a psychology. A, do you understand why you over traded, right? B, are you really aware of the mistakes you made? If not, go back in your head, right? Turn everything off, sit by yourself, and really ponder, what did I do wrong? Write those things down, right? And then have them right next to your computer, laptop, whatever, and read them the following day. Don't make those mistakes again. Right? Listen, we've all over traded. We all make mistakes. We all get beat up. And listen, I've been doing this 21 years, and I still break rules. Right? We're all human. We're not robots. But as long as we're very self-aware, and then when the next time you start to overtrade, hopefully you'll catch yourself overtrading, and something will go off, and you're like, oh, timeout. Stand up and walk away from the computer for 10 minutes, go walk outside, right? And then come back, right? Because if you're over trading, it means you're not waiting for the setups. Look, I've taken one trade. That's all there is. There's nothing else to do right now, right? Now, I could sit here and go, hey, if we break this triple bottom that we have now, let me grab from this high to this low, right? All this price action. And now I have longs down below. Maybe I'll look for something down here to get long for a quick low bounce, right? These are my fib extensions. Um, but yeah, be aware of what you did wrong with the over trading, write them down, and try not to make those mistakes again. Become very self aware. You got greedy, right? And wanted more. Listen, I just showed you. Did you see me get greedy? If anything, I played that trade conservative, and I should have left it, right? But it took too long per my rules and things I look for. And so it's like, stop thinking about the money. Everybody I teach, I try and tell them, don't think about the money. Think about the trade setup, right? Think about, is this a good level to put the trade, right? Like, I know I'm going to lose trades. I don't care about the money anymore. Why? Because I have risk defined trades, right? I always manage my risk. Like I said, I have, think of my 2 point stop. That's most I'll lose. Sometimes I'll go two and a quarter, two and a half sometimes, or whatever. But if it's like right here, like if I want to get short here and my stop is right here on this candle, yeah, I'll move up one tick or two ticks, right? Or try and move my entry closer to where I'm always no more than 2 points. I know I could survive and come back and trade tomorrow if I manage my risk. If I don't, and I sit there and hope and pray, and you guys know what I say about hope and pray, right? That's what church is for, not the stock market. Um, but it's one of those things where, don't think so much about the money, right? Like, trade what you're comfortable trading. If it's a micro, that's fine. If you're new, trade the micros. I don't care if you're worth $1 million, right? Trade the micros, lose small amounts of money instead of big amounts of money while you're trying to learn something. I see so many people come here to Vegas, and they're all trading, or playing craps. They've never played craps, and they're at the $25 table. I'm like, how about you go learn the game and then go put money on the game? So hopefully that works, or helps. And lost that plus more again. Yeah, I mean, look, it's sometimes you got to become very self-aware not to go on tilt. Um, okay, stop after reaching a goal plus more. Listen, once you hit your goal, right? Go to paper trading. Think of it like football, right? Tom Brady, one of the best quarterbacks out there, right? Do you think when he's not in the game, what's he like? right before he comes out, he's throwing the ball, he's warming, he's practicing, right? During the week, he practices. During the off season, he practices. And then when it's game day, he'll play the game. But even during the game, he's still throwing and practicing, trying to get better and better every single time. So I would say if you actually hit your goal, that's where you go, okay, hey, I'm going to paper trade the rest of the day, right? And put the screen time in. That's what my mentor taught me. And that's the way I kind of did it for many, many years. So, um, hold on, guys. But, um, but yeah, so that's why I would recommend once you hit your goal, change the account from a live account to a demo account. Hey, Michael. Anyone looking to purchase Jason's Courage? Oh, hey, thank you for the recommendation. Oh, you're welcome. Probably going higher. Um, so here, let's see what's going on here, right? Look at this, right? We have a double bottom. Let's clean up the chart. We got a double bottom. We have divergence. Okay. We actually have divergence here. Buyers kind of held in, right? We're making a high, a low, lower high, lower low, potential lower high. Grab our Fibonacci, draw it. Okay. Now, do we jump in here and go short and look for a reversal? I I would say no. And the reason being is I get we're in a lower trend, but we had that bigger divergence on the bigger picture. Okay. I'm not looking to get long. I'm not looking to get short. I either want price to break below here or I want price to probably break above here. Okay. These are my levels that I want price to go above or below at this current time. The reason being is because yes, this may work, but a lot of times big moves to the upside come off divergences, right? I'm not going to be suckered into this and kind of like go, hey, let me go short here. Now, it would have worked. Okay, cool. But I've watched this for years and more times than not, it'll keep going. So you're trying to trade against a trend. Hey, thanks, Jay. Yeah, I apologize if I ramble. I'm passionate about all this, so it's I want to get it drilled into your head, right? Um, I want, like I said, all I want each and every person to get from this is one nugget of information, right? It's kind of like you go to a seminar for 10 hours, you're not going to retain all the information. But if you can find that one nugget like this, right? Even though we have divergence, it's like, okay, usually it leads to bigger moves. But look at this, just because we bounced at that 75 again that I talked about earlier, doesn't mean you take it. Yes, it worked this time, but a lot of times it won't because this divergence will lead to bigger moves to the upside or at the top to the downside. So I want price to either break down or break above before I see a high probability trade. And this also goes back, um, I'd say this goes back to not over trading, right? It's kind of like if you're over trading, then you're not waiting for your trades to set up correctly. Jay, hey, I'm listening. Great info. I'm still here. Hey, can you tell us about your offers? Thank you for responding. Hey, look, again, my offers are essentially I have a 7-hour video course where I teach you Fibonacci's, divergence, um, what is it, the waterfall, selling puts, and oh man, I just went blank. Fibonacci divergence, the waterfall. Oh, my trade zones, duh. And then my S&P EMA weekly trade zones. I give those to you guys every single weekend. I update them, and it's all for 99 bucks. A one-time fee, lifetime subscription. I've been doing them for over 7 years. You can find that at daytradingfearless.com. You can also go to I also do one-on-one coaching too, but again, all the information's at my website. um Thanks, Crystal. No, please. What's going on? That's what's going on. Yeah, don't force trades. Like, look at this. This was a trade. I wanted to jump into this, right? But then when I saw that divergence, it made me pause, right? Also, we were making higher highs and higher lows. I don't know how long this trend was going for. I didn't like this whole trade setup, so I'm okay with it. And to anybody new, if you guys have any questions, just shoot them in or put them in the what you call it, inside the comments, and I'll answer them. Okay, so now we're breaking down. So let's clean this up. Let's grab our fib extension. Remember, we drew this earlier, right? I just want you guys to watch and look at how price reacts at these levels, right? Look at this, right to the 127 and a quick little bounce. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to say, hey, do any of these levels match up with something on the chart? Well, here's one, right? This breakout. Think about break it, make a high, pull back, right? And then we're off to the races. This will be the very first touch. Well, guess where that level is? Oh, yeah, at the 1618. Okay. So this probably 23. I'm going to do 23 50. I'm going to put an order in for 23.50 for a long right here. I want to get long right here, because that matches up with this prior high. And we never came back down to retest it. And it also matches up exactly with our 1618 from this leg right here, all of this price action down. So, okay. Hey guys, I'm gonna try something. Don't get mad at me, please. But I'm gonna throw an ad in. I just want to see how they work and all that. So be patient. I'm still here, but I'm gonna just throw a quick ad in. Thank you. Okay, so I don't know if an ad went in on your end or not, but we will see. I don't know if that ad is for when I restream, things like that. So we'll see. Okay, perfect. Because I'm gonna upload this later on. So we're waiting. Again, guys, not trade advice, but I do have a order setting just right below this 1618 for a bounce back up. So, okay. Hey, look, maybe the ad goes on when I upload this later on. I'm still trying to learn all this, so thank you for being patient. The feedback, guys. Um. Okay, so I'm looking now. If you guys look over here, right? Look at where price is. Let's come down. Look at this low volume or high volume node right here, right? What's the beginning of it? Oh, 24, right? The low of it is 21, right? And then we have the point of control from today's regular session at 38.50. These are going to probably act as levels, so keep an eye on those. Um, right here, kind of prices just slowly creeping lower. If we want, we could try and draw a trend line like this. Okay. And then duplicate this trend line and toss this guy right up here. And now we have a perfect channel. And look at this. If we start to fall, look at where our long could be, right? Right at that trend line. X marks the spot, right? Think about that, right? Here's our X marks the spot. This is where my order is. And again, I just want to see a bounce and a pullback. Now, I'm watching my stochastic. Really, there's really nothing I'm seeing right here. Maybe a bullish, we kind of rally back up to here and then roll back over. But I think we're going lower. Just feels heavy to me. Right here, I think this is going to push into this high volume node down here, right? And then even over here, let's throw up, trying to think. No, we'll leave that. Uh, yes, I use Fibonacci retracements and extensions. Retracements for the bounces, extensions for the breakouts or breakdowns. Uh, yes, Crystal. Yeah, and listen, my coaching, guys, is anything you guys want, right? I've been doing this and I'm a brain of knowledge. I've gone down rabbit holes. It's I've tried to learn all aspects of the market, help you with the charts, who the best is, things like that. Um, anything you guys want to learn. Listen, I'll teach you what I do. Doesn't mean you have to do it, but if you can make it your own, that's what I'd want you guys to do, right? Make these your own. So here, let's do this. Let's grab this high right here to this low, right, of this entire leg. And let's watch this right here, right? So we're starting to bounce. But look at this. There's really no buyers, are there? Okay, we're in the reverse waterfall. One, two, three, four, five, right? Maybe we pop our head up right here to this 28 level, but if we do, it might spike up. But here is our prior support level, right? Double bottom, rally, break down, and it would just become a level to Old support becomes new resistance. Yeah, sounds good, yoga girl. Listen, it's all trading is about risk management. If you could get your risk management down, um, it's that's everything. Manage your risks so you still have money to trade tomorrow, right? That's how you stay in the game. Okay, so here we go. We're actually now starting to break down from this, right? Again, I'm going to be patient and wait for price to either come down here or rally all the way back up here. Like I said, market feels very heavy, right? Look down here, boom, boom. They're going to flush it. I feel like they don't. I'm okay with that. So here's another thing we could do too, right? Grab just this price action right here, grab our Fibonacci extension and see if this lines up with anything, right? And right here, we have the 61.8. But look at our stochastics. It's holding up pretty well, right? This pullback almost back down to these lows. We held up pretty well. We're starting to go from a MACD red to green. Also, we have our VWAP line, right? This purple one's the support one. So it's kind of acting as a support level. Thanks, yoga girl. Yeah, yeah. I think I have like 500 or 600 videos on a YouTube. So, Jay, hey, on toss, how did you find or determine your fees for each trade? Like example, if it costs 65 cents for each trade, how do I find out the other fees that go with it? Well, here, so if you go into trade or actually monitor on here and then account statement. Okay, so go to monitor account statement and then click on cash sweeps and vehicles. You could see I did a trade today on SPY options, right? 65 cents and then 2 cents, right? For those fees and then one. So to do that trade was 63 cents or whatever. Or sorry, a buck 33. So a round trip. So hopefully that helps. Um, Delta, a cumulative Delta. I'll be honest, I've looked at it, could care less about it. Me personally, eh, it's information that doesn't always work. Um, I know some people love it, and if it works for you, great. I like price action. I could just tell everything. Again, it's screen time. I put my 10,000 hours in of watching over and over and over all these trades. And for me personally, I feel like I don't even need it. For some people, it helps. For me, listen, I'm scalping. I could care less. I'm just looking for reactions, if that makes sense. For a reaction off a level, and then I do my smash and grab. So price is kind of stuck right here. I'm in love with it. We are on the other side of this trend line, but it doesn't mean we can't fall. And then if that happens, I will take this, activate it, and then redraw it, something like that. So price right here, nice little triangle, right? Either break out to the upside or break down to the downside. And again, let's look for some telltales, right? Are there telltales over here? Not really, right? Nothing really here. We're just sideways chop. Nothing great, nothing amazing, but again, I've been telling you guys, I feel it just feels heavy, feels like the market wants lower. But we'll see what happens. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at a 15-minute chart real quick. And let's grab a Fibonacci, and let's go from this low right here to this high. See if there's something going on, right? Look at this, right to the 38. So think about this, right? The algos knew that from this leg here to this leg, a pullback would be at that exact high, and price came right back down to this level, right? Which is almost crazy. And we're looking at around 21 for this. So, and now that I see this, so let me ask you guys, do you guys still seeing this Fibonacci? And let's get these exact high and low. Okay, we're at 2150 for the 38. This high candle right here, the highest peak right of the breakout, is at 22. Do you like this order at 2350 now? Let me ask you guys, put either a yes or no if you guys still like it, or should we lower it to right around this 22 level, 2150? And when we come over here, the 2150 would be the 200%. Because I'll tell you right now, I personally don't like this trade anymore. I'm going to cancel it. And the reason being is because here it worked, lower trend line. Here, your lower trend line's now all the way down here, right? So this trade is no longer really active per se. Not saying we can't bounce, but I like this level a lot better. Yeah, yeah, like I said, this is no longer valid for me. I'll let this go, but I like this level better right here. And just to give you guys kind of odds, if we break lower, okay, if we break down like we did here, there's a 75% chance we bounce here, an 85% chance we bounce here, and about a 95% chance we'll bounce at the 200 because everybody who's short, their ultimate target is the 200, right? It's all about symmetry, right? Of angles. If you take this move and you duplicate it, right? That's your ultimate target. And that's all these fibs are doing, right? So when everybody's going short, their ultimate target's here. Well, guess what? When we get here, they're all covering their shorts, right? And buying them back. And now people like me are all getting long. And so that's why you see quick little bounces like that at that level. And I'll show you guys. Let's go over here. And I'll show you how well these work over and over and over. Like right here, just from this leg, all this price action. Okay, look at this, right? Kind of came down, bounce, chug, and then probably here's the ultimate. Um, if we do this level right here, look at this, right? So just from this leg, the minute we broke down, look at that, right to the 200 and right back up. So definitely very interesting watching it. So we kind of popped up, broke down. We're still sideways. Can clean all this up. Hey, Olg. What about a short? Listen, it's not the way I trade. I'm a kind of like I want levels to lean against, if that makes sense. I'd rather look to be long down here than go short and ride the thing down. I know it sounds crazy. It's the way I trade. It's the way I like to trade. It's the way I see the markets. And trust me, if I tell you I like a level down here, usually you you could go short and make money. If I try, it probably won't work, right? But because I'm waiting for this level. I told you guys the market feels weak, right? I get it. Go short. It's not the way I trade because I go, where am I really going to lean? I can lean against here, right? Um, I could take it, but it's just not the way I trade. So hopefully that helps. So we've hit this one, two, three, four times, right? Keep on knocking. I'll probably let you in, right? They're gonna flush this thing, I feel like. So 2150. So look at the low, right? Let's remember our original order was at 2350. What I like to do, I'll paper trade it in my head, right? Okay, cool. Here's 2350. Let's see if we get there, if that trade would have worked. So now MACD is kind of going back to red, right? Hey, I Jazz. How do you decide whether to draw a fib from top or bottom? Well, it depends, right? If I'm doing a extension like this, I'll draw it from this high to this low and then all the way back to that high. That's how I'll draw my fib extensions, right? If it's a low, I'll go from here, boom, and it goes back, right? And then it shows me up above. If I'm doing fib retracement, I'll go from high to low for bounces and vice versa. I'll go low, like right here. If we bounce, I'll go from low. Sorry, I got that backwards. I'll go from high to low for the bounces. And then for the reversals, I'll go low to high. That makes sense. Now I'm confused. But like here, right? I'll go from high to low because we're bouncing, right? We made a low, we have a high. I'm looking for levels to get short right here. When we're because we're in a downtrend, when you're in an uptrend, it's a flip everything over. So hopefully that helps. Um, in a high trend, you go from low to high. Yeah, like over here, as we're going higher, right? Like this. On the pullbacks here, so on the pullbacks on the way up, I'll go low to high, right? Because I'm looking to buy on the pullbacks. Here, I'm going from high to low for the bounces. So hopefully that makes sense. So right here, nice little bear flag, kind of flagging out, boom, making lower lows, right? Again, still looking for this 2150 level for a long. Real quick. And one of the reasons I like that 21 level is because on the market profile, right, this mini high volume node is right around that 21 level. So maybe we come straight down to the lower end and then get that quick little bounce. Okay. So let's now grab a fib if you guys want right here, right? Look at this. Right to that 75. This is why I love the 75, guys, right? Over and over and over, we see it. Look at that move, right? Bounce just from this leg, right? Here's our waterfall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Break, rally, and then the quick little pullback. So we're still making lower highs and lower lows on this entire trend. A high, a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. This, if we break above here, this entire trend is going to be reversed to the upside. Okay, so, and look at that move, right? Right back down. So here is a bigger divergence, right? Look at this. Double bottom right here, right? It barely made a new low, but you got weird things going on. We may see a bounce all the way back up here. Remember, divergences could lead to bigger moves. Now, if we want all of this is the highest peak, right? We could draw something exactly like this and look for levels with confluence, right? I really like if this came to here, right? Right around here, kind of multiple confluence levels all at the same place. Hey, look, we've taken one trade in, I've been doing this stream for what, an hour or so. Um, and we've taken one trade. Listen, hopefully, hopefully this helps you guys kind of become patient. Wait for the trade setup. I grew up surfing in California, and it's kind of like, yeah, we'd sit out there and wait for that wave. We might sit there and wait 2 hours for a wave. So I'm gonna look at this 38, 32 in the, yeah, I'm not gonna take it. Look at that, right to the 61 came right back down, right? It was old support, bounce, fail, new resistance, retest of it. Okay, took one part. You're teaching us tons. You're welcome, guys. Welcome, Crystal. Yeah, patience is the game. Hey Jay. Oh, you're from Ontario. So I grew up in Westlake, village. Kind of grew up in all over SoCal, but went to high school in Westlake, and then lived in Hermosa Beach, Manhattan Beach, for 10 years. So that's also kind of like my second home. But yeah, I do miss the beach being here in Vegas. So now look at this. I told you guys if we break above here, this entire trend, we were down, we're now up. I'm going to grab my fib tool. I'm going to look for a trade on a pullback, right? We know there was the breakout here, right? Remember this? And here's another key, guys. Always watch when you're watching. I remember watching price get stuck here for a long time, right? We kept touching it. I'm like, okay, I kept saying the market feels heavy, right? Like there are no buyers here. Okay, it felt heavy. If it just like there's something going on. We keep touching this level. Well, guess what? If we pull back, this level is going to be a buy. I'm going to look for a long right around the 27 level, which is right here. Okay, where we and this is where we exploded higher. This was kind of like a look above and fail, came back down, got back to this 27 and then took off. Had kind of built that pressure, right? It's like a pressure cooker. And then when it faked everybody out, faked everyone out, this is a look below and fail. Wicks, all wicks, right? And then boom. So now we're bullish. I'm going to look for a long back down here for a bounce. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 candles, right? That we made a higher low. We're in an uptrend, higher lows. This is what I call the reverse waterfall. Very important, right? I'm looking for this to break and then the market start to get bearish, but on the pullback, I want to be a buyer at this 27 level. Super long wicks mean trap. People are trapped. If you think about it, right? These people were all trapped, and then price kind of suckered them, and then next couple candles went lower. But guess what? There are more buyers than sellers. But that's what the long wicks mean. Just kind of people getting long at the wrong time, right? Stops being taken out, things like that. So now let's do this. Let's draw a bigger fib from this entire move now. Okay. From when we reopened, right, the high of the overnight session to the low. Look at here. You want to know what that long wick means? Yoga, it means it went right to the 38.2. This is why I love Fibonacci's. If you learn how to use them correctly, they're a very powerful tool. Like, remember this double top with divergence, right? If we come all the way back up here, this will now become a test of that double top, right? And you'll probably see a quick little reaction to the downside. Now, if we want, I'm going to bring something in new, right? For you guys to look at. This chart, I really like this chart. A lot of times, what I'll do is I'll draw lines, right, at these value area highs, lows, things like this. Okay. Um, let's actually get rid of these because I want them on another drawing. But I will draw these and look for confluence, right? Look at this. So our 50% retracement is right at this value area high from this hour worth of time. So from this time frame. Hey, thank you, Jay. I appreciate the $10, man. Thank you. Um, so so right here at that level, right? Now we have multiple things of confluence going on, right? We actually have the 50, we have that value area high, and we also have the 200 period moving coming right there. So, Jay, hey, great seeing you. Hey, I'll be on tomorrow morning, probably early morning, but have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow, man. And so look at this, right? Look at this reaction right off of the 38, right? Now, is there divergence? No, this is the way the market should work, right? Everything that's happening right here is the way the market should work, if that makes sense, right? There's no divergence going on anywhere. But we are in a pullback. Correct. And look at where the pullback came right to the 38. Did we bounce? Yeah. You could have maybe scalped for a couple ticks or something like that. Okay. I'm still watching for this 70 level. I might even drop it down, yeah, this 27 level, which is right here. I would love to see price come here and then do the little bounce. Remember, guys, if you guys have any questions, anything like that, feel free to ask them in the chat room. So right now the market is working as it should, right? This is the story I tell myself, right? When there's divergence, the market's broken, right? Or it's a telltale. Right now there's really no telltale, right? If this was a divergence, I'd be a little more hesitant to take this trade, but because it's working the way it should, right? Make a high, pull back, make a higher high, pull back, make a higher high. Everything's in. I like this as a very clean pullback to get long and look for the bounce. And again, I got an order in at 27, have my stop 25, just a discretionary 2 point stop. Because if I go below the lows, we're at 24, it's a little too much. So I just got filled. And now what I want to see is a bounce, right? Now, where's my target? 29. Where's 29 up here? We got to get back above the 38. So I'm actually going to come down to 28.50 because I want to see us get sandwiched in here. And this, if we could get back to the 38, it fills me. Hey, JB, what's going on? Oh, this green zone I drew from earlier. I was just showing where everybody got trapped, right? Big reversal. So again, just kind of looking, here we go. And I just got filled at the 28.50 and watch, we'll probably pull back down, right? That's why I didn't take my 2 points. That's why I just looked for that quick get me in, get me out, because I know this will act as resistance. Now, could it go? Of course. But we would have had to come all the way up to this 29 level, which we just hit right there. But hey, I'll take another 6 or 7 ticks all day long. So we've done 2 trades. We're 2 for 2, guys. Again, if we were trading the big contract, what six? We would have gotten a five ticks and 6 ticks on the big contract, right? Again, it's all just relative. But the thing is we're trading correctly, we're being patient, and we're waiting for our setup, not anybody else's setup, right? Make the market your own. It's about learning, right? That's why I'm doing these live streams. I want to pass my knowledge on to you guys, right? Think about this, right? Look at how perfect the market is working as it should. We pull back. Look at how clean, right to the 61.8, because it lined up with these levels when we were down here, which was acting as a major resistance. Look above, failed, came back up, and then we blew through, right? Big power move, come right back down, retest, and bounce. Hold on, guys. So now we're actually making a high, sorry, a low, a high, a higher low potentially. So price either needs to break above here or break below here for this entire trend. If we want this trend to change, we got to break below here to go back to being a bearish market. Okay. Um, so now let's clean all this up. Okay. Clean up these lines. If we want, if we want to figure out targets to the upside, let's say you got long, right? And let's say you're like, hey, I think we're going to go higher in another leg. Where can I take targets? Let's grab our fib extension and go from this low to this high, right? The highest and the lowest. If price keeps it, if we're going to make a new high, let's figure out levels to take profits. But also, let's see if there are levels that match up with other things from the bigger trend, right? You have the 127, okay? Right in between there, you have our 50% fib, our line we drew, right, which is the value area high. And then also we have the 200. So we have multiple things there that might act as a good resistance. We overshoot that and then pull back. Now, if you don't have a position, then we could use this more as a move to the upside, right? Where price could kind of come up here and then say, hey, I'm looking for a short at these levels. Now, I'm going to look for a short right here around that 33.50 level. Okay, I'm going to look for a short and I just want to see a reaction right in this area. Hey, Woody, what's going on, buddy? Hey, good trading today. I got your text, saw that. So good job, man. Yeah, so far we're 2 for 2 today in this session. Just being patient. Have another trade in at 33.50. We're looking for this level, right? The swing high. It's also a value area from this chart over here, 200 and the 50% level of this entire overnight session move, just so you guys know what we're looking at if it gets there, right? Now, what I would love to see is a power move with a potential divergence, but it's not going to happen more than likely. So that's that pullback that we did. Look at how perfect that trade was, right? Pulled right back to the 61.8 in the bounce. So now we're breaking out, right? Again, we just want to see a pop and then a pullback and a pullback right to this breakout level potentially, right? Now, if we come up and I miss this by like a tick or two and we pull back 4 or 5 ticks, I will cancel the trade and I will say, hey, I missed the trade. I'm okay with it and move forward and wait for the next setup. Over here, let's take a look at this chart. We're right at the point of control. right? Look at the 33. Okay, so here's a good example of reading market profile, right? High volume node right there at that 33.50. We got the order. Maybe we come up here and then we pull back and start to fill all this in and have a bigger bell-shaped clean market profile. I like to teach when I teach people about market profile. You guys will see tomorrow morning when I go live on the 3 minute regular trading hours. It tells us what's happening under the hood, and we got kind of need to be like weathermen. Right? Okay, we think it's going to do this, that, kind of clean up this and start to trade and create a nice, clean bell shaped curve. Now, I'll be honest with you, looking at this, we might get up to this 3470 level, right? And then pull back and start to clean this up. And that 34 is right here at the 1618. I'm actually going to move my order up. I'm probably going to get burned potentially here, but I'm moving my order up to 34 and a quarter. Right here, guys. I think we may overshoot this. Look at this consolidation. It's a bull flag, right? Potential mini bull flag going on. Okay. Lots of energy building. If I take a fib extension, go from that low to that high, where's our 200? Gets us right up here, right? Maybe we pull back a little deeper and then go. We may overshoot this, but we'll see. Watching the stochastics, right? We do have some divergence here on the MACD, but not on the stochastic. Normally, I want to see a divergence on both of them for a higher probability trade. Again, I just feel like they may push this thing all the way up and then bring it right back down, kind of blow right through all this. So here goes price, right? Right to the 127. No, I don't. Yoga. Um, I don't like trailing stops. It's either I'm in, I'm out, just move on. Just a personal preference. So just a heads up, if I still had my order in right here at 33.50, I would cancel it because we already moved over a point, right? We already made that move, that reaction move. So I would have said, hey, I missed the trade. I missed it by 2 ticks right here. I would have canceled it either way because look, we already had the reaction. Okay, this is something really important that when you have a level, if it moves up to it close within a tick or two, and then we reverse and have where your target would have been or that bigger move, like 4, 5, 6 ticks, cancel the order because chances are we're going to blow right through it. Now, sometimes we'll touch and go and it'll work perfect, but it's not the game I'm playing. It's almost like I feel like they're just going to pop in and then bring it right back down here. Is remember over here on this market profile, I think we're coming up here to fill this and then bring it back down. Hey, thank you, Bob. I appreciate the kind words. I'm glad you're pleased, man. Hey, I try and no fluff, right to the point. So I appreciate that. Thank you. So look at this, right? We're kind of blown through. I want us to go here and then pull back. And I'll tell you right now, I might just take a point on this. I don't think we're getting all the way back down here because we need to get back down to 33 or 32 and a quarter, which is down here. Well, if we come here, what's going to act as resistance or support now, right? Probably the 200. 33 and a quarter. Well, there's that pop. So I'm going to just look for a point on this. I want it to come back down, and I'm trying because hopefully it comes back down. We could get our point right here. I get it. We're risking 2 points on the trade. It's off, but we'll see. Because we now are way above the 200, right? Now I want to see a pullback right back down to that 200 test right here. Nice ugly candle with 10 seconds left, right? One more tick. Boom. Filled. Done. 3 for 3, guys. Look at that. And watch. Now you'll go for my 2 points. Go figure, right? But I'm okay with it. Like I said, 3 for 3, right? Really didn't take that much heat. And that pop is what I was expecting into it. That's why I didn't like that 33.50 anymore, because guess what? We would have been stopped out on the 33.50, moving it up and being flexible as the trade was, we're seeing it. And this is kind of one of the things that go, hey, right here, right? We went right up to it, and now we're going to start to fill all this in. It'll look like a nice, clean, bell-shaped curve. If anybody's taken any trades, congrats. Again, none of this is a trade recommendation, but look at my point is look at the job, right? We're analyzing the charts. We're not taking random trades, right? We're looking where is the highest probability, where's the best risk reward on these trades. So that's over. Cancel, clean everything up, right? On the bigger picture, look at this, right? Almost got right to the 1618 on the bigger retracement. But we do have divergence going on. Look at this right here. Okay. But again, no divergence here. So there's really nothing going on that I'm in love with. Hey, thank you, Oleg. Um, hey, want to know something, trading girl or yoga girl? Great job on the paper trade, right? Paper trade it. it's all about patterns, right? It's about learning, right? Sometimes we learn better when there's no money on the line. Um, one of the problems I see with a lot of traders is they want to put money on the line while they're trading, but they're not focusing on the trade. They're focusing on the money. And that's where I believe is the biggest issue with them. And it's funny because I see a lot of people try and go to like Top Step and do these funded trading accounts with a lot of these companies out there. And the problem is you keep spending all this money paper trading something, right, to get the account. But once they get the account, they fail over and over, and then they get kicked back down and have to go pay another $100 to try and pass the combine and things like that. So if you could figure this out and then just start with the micros, and as you get better with the micros, move up to 2 micros, get better 3 micros, and so on. Then eventually the big contract, and it just everything I'm teaching you, it becomes scale. Right? It's like, okay, instead of doing one, you do it, guess what? If you want to make 187 bucks tonight, all you had to do was one big contract, not three, not micros, right? So, hey, Woody, a 1 minute chart. That's it. Oh, Woody, really quick. This is last night when we talked. This is what I was talking about right here. This is kind of that 2 line MACD. But if you want, you could go like this. We could take this and move up the stochastic to overlay it. It'll look like that if you want, or you could do this. Hold on. Actually, we're talking about this one right here. Sorry about that. Right here, right? Just a MACD with a stochastic, Woody. So you can overlay them like that, and you could really see divergences, things like that cleaner, right? Like here, there's one here, but not here. This one right here, and just so you guys know what this is a MACD 2 line, but it's only, but the lines are a histogram, right? And so what happens on that is, let me bring this down, is as these bars are getting larger, the line is getting, these bars are getting larger from the red line, if that makes sense, right? So it gets the expansion, right? We go from red to green, right? It's, you're just looking at this to this type of move, right? It's just a different way of looking at it. So rising wedge, yeah, right here, right? I like it. Undo, extend to the right, even go probably from here. Yeah, I'd go from here on the rising wedge. We're at the top of it, right? But here's the problem with this. I don't like this rising wedge. I'll tell you why, Woody, because they are coming right back up here, I believe. They want to retest the gap from a overnight session. Just my opinion. Market's too strong right now. We're above the 200, right? Consolidated, boom. Higher, we're making higher highs, higher lows. We just broke above this high. We're probably coming back to retest these highs. So I don't like that rising wedge. Just my opinion, Woody. So, but again, we'll see. Um, Looking at the comments, my mistake. I also rushed the process and was trying the full contracts. Yeah, Crystal, you gotta be careful with the full contracts, right? Until you know what you're doing, I would definitely be doing the micros. One, don't worry about the money. The money will come. I know that trading during the day could be really fast. And yeah, hey, look, sometimes things are easier at night. So, hey, Woody, I will give you this on your rising wedge. A couple of things that I do like right here is this right here. If we break below here, we have divergence here. We have divergence here. We have divergence here. If it breaks below here, okay, I think if we break, you could look for a potential kickback for a short right here, but we need to break this reverse waterfall, right? And then look for a kickback back to this line in a short with these divergences. But again, price needs to break below here to confirm this divergence. If price doesn't, it means that because price could keep going higher and we're still in a reverse waterfall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So price has to break to confirm the divergence. Do not take your opinion and go, well, let me just enter for the short now. You will get a bunch of paper cuts. Because watch, we're about to make a new high, it feels like. Oh, you're welcome, Crystal. And look at this, right? Here comes that new high. This is why you want to wait for the breakdown, right? Or the confirmation. Now, this candle closes in 15 seconds. Maybe it's right here, and then we could still take that same trade. If that happens, I'll put an order in at 35.50. I'm going to look for a short there with a stop right above here. But again, we need the break lower, and we never got the break. Let's get rid of all this, right? This we're going higher. You don't get triple tops that make a high in reverse, right? So we're going to go higher. But look at what saved us from entering this trade, right? We our reverse waterfall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're making higher lows. To confirm that divergence, we would need to break below. We never did. And look at what's going to happen. We may not be in a divergence. Hey, thank you, trading yoga girl. Appreciate that. Thank you for the $5. So, so here again, we still have divergence, right? But we don't have our confirmation yet. Now, one thing that I love is this pattern right here, guys. Right here. If we could break below, I love it. It's a one tick failure. I think, Crystal, you asked earlier, what do the wicks mean? It means people are trapped. Okay. And when they're trapped, that's where there's blood in the water, right? All these people in the wicks are trapped. If we get this, I'm going to look for a short, probably right back up around this 75 level with the stop at 25. 35.75, and my stop goes right above this high at 36.50. Like this. I have 3 ticks worth of risk. What I'm looking for is a pullback, or this pullback, right? We break, we confirm this divergence, we confirm this divergence. I want to see a kickback and then a continuation lower and start to potentially make lower highs, lower lows. Hey, Woody, I tried the 592 MACD. For what I do, I didn't like it. It was too quick for what I look for. I'm not gonna lie. Um, it just was, it was too choppy. This is a lot smoother for me. Like, I'll pull it up for you. Yeah, because I was looking at this morning. It's too choppy for me. Like, it doesn't even show this divergence in every pullback, right? For just for what I do to match up, it's not there. So, so coming back here, like, see how I could see these divergences, Woody, right here, right? It's just like, okay, cool, and we'll see them all day long, right? We saw them earlier. We saw this right here, right? We saw a double bottom here, and look at the massive move we had up, right? Same here. We saw a divergence here, 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 and then the big move lower. So, um, so right here, again, we're looking for the kickback on this. Let's draw your. Here's the problem with, like, that rising wedge is now becoming a channel. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm I don't even like this trade that much, just personally, but we'll see. We'll try. We'll see if we could get a kickback and then a pullback. I'm only gonna look for a point. This is gonna have to be a smash and grab trade right here, where I'm like this, and then just that quick little push right back down. And our stop goes right above the high right here. So we're risking 3 to make 4. Yeah, and like I said, I still feel overnight session, they might want to get back up here, try and refill the gap. But I don't know if they will. Now, real quick, guys, this chart right here, look at how powerful these old levels are, right? Look at this, right? This is a naked point of control. We never got back up to retest it, right? We came close, but never got there. And look at this, right to it, and a failure. I love this chart because a lot of times the price will go back up. If we start to make a new one, this will be a naked point of control, right? And then as we pull back down or go back down, this will act as a potential support level. So, again, just this is, I've done a video on my YouTube channel with this. So, really, I really enjoy that chart, but I'll send a. I'm gonna share this entire grid with you guys. So if anybody wants this grid, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Hold on. Share. Here's so I just put a link, guys, to the grid for that my grid. So if you guys want to upload this, I like this for my evening session with my 15-minute point of control. What these guys are right here is essentially 1 minute chart, right? But if you go into the studies, I call it the cool MFT market profile. If you come in here, right here under 60, it's 1 hour. So every profile right here is 1 hour worth of time, right? But it's on a 1 minute chart. So this is 1 hour worth of a profile, an hour here. But it's amazing how as we fall, you'll see price go directly to certain levels and bounce. So I'm still watching for this kickback up here, right? We have the divergence. I'm just waiting for our kickback to see if we could get it up here and then just do a quick little scalp. Oh, you're welcome, Crystal. And again, be patient, right? We mark our levels, we put the trade in, and we manage risk, right? I think sometimes people make trading way too difficult. Hey, Nancy. Great seeing you. You're welcome. Hey, if this stuff, like I say, if you guys are able to get one nugget from this, that's what it's all about. So, so here comes price, right, into our entry, our levels, right? Let's see if it could kind of pop and then get that quick little snap back down. That's what I'm looking for. Now, see how we missed it? We're missing it by a tick. If we reverse back down to 34.50, I will cancel that trade. So we got filled. Again, my stop is just one tick above the high. I'm either right or right out of the trade. Double top. Come on down. A little more. So for me, this is taking way too long. I'm not going to lie. Like, I want to see this go quicker, but I'm trying to be a little more patient. Yeah, it's going to take us out. We're out. I'm okay with it. Again, we took 3 ticks of the stop. Now, remember, I'm trading the micros on the ES chart. So what sucks right now is the micro, the ES is never broke, but the micro did. But again, it's taken too long, right? A lot of times they'll come up and then bounce. I'm okay with it. Guess what? It's a little paper cut. No, no, stops are the same. Yoga girl. Here, real quick. This is my regular trading setup is this. And look, we would have been stopped out either way, right? But again, it's a paper cut. Again, we're gonna have losses, so but keep them small, right? So real quick, Aaron, this is what Hold on. Why is it not showing up? Okay, so this is what my 1 day chart looks like, or my regular trading hours chart. It looks like this, right? I have just the regular trading hours market profile with all the same stuff here. Okay, I will share this, but just so you guys know, this is only a regular trading hour, so it'll probably be blank like this. Okay, and you're gonna have all this, right? So you'll still have. Let's get rid of these drawings. Boom, boom. I'm going to share this. And so it'll stay. And that's the only thing that's really different. But I'm going to post that grid. That's my regular with my, this is my holy grail down here. Can't see it now, but that 3 minute today only chart, I love it. So, so I posted that in the chat if you guys want that one too. Convert your chart into a line chart, draw lines, then switch it back to candlesticks. Yes, Nancy. This is a 1 minute chart, but these profiles are an hour long, right? And think about this, right? For the last hour, we've been building out this profile right here. Well, guess what? We now have a new profile starting to form, right? So this is done, but here's what where the gold in this chart is look at this. We have a naked point of control, naked value area low. Okay, you can mark those off on your chart, and then as price comes, watch the reaction. There's usually a quick little scalp at those levels. So hopefully that helps. Right here, look at this, another divergence right here. I'm actually going to try another short at 36 and a quarter. My stop is going to go 37 50, because look at this divergence right here to here. Okay, and then even though we don't have it here, we actually do have it here on the bigger picture, right? I have this move. I'm just going to look for a pullback of this. Again, another paper cut. I'm taking this trade more to show you guys the divergence, right? Like, okay, look at the stochastic kind of pointing lower. Let's see if we could get some momentum to the downside right here. If we could break below this, watch out below, right? Come on, push it, right? Here we go. If we could get a little more push, and want to know something? I'm going to jump out at 34.75 for 6 ticks if it'll fill me. Look at how it's stalling, right? It's taking its time. Let's go 35 and a quarter. I'm out. I'm out at 35 and a quarter. I just picked up a point. I know we're on a tiny delay, but you guys could still get it right now because I know it's only a 5 second delay, so you could get filled there. Here's the reason I took it. Okay, yes, I probably should let it run lower. I want to make up for that other trade, right? Where we got the paper cut, but also look at the market. Dude, this should have flushed, right? We should have seen a quick flush all the way down here. We didn't. I'm watching price action, and there are things that are going on that these trades need to work and work quickly and work now, and they're not doing it. And so that's why, listen, I will never move my stop beyond the 2 points or my target beyond the 2 points, but I'll move them in all day long. If things aren't happening in the amount of time I want them, I'm okay taking a point. Because watch this, we might rally all the way back up because look at, we're going nowhere, right? We're going nowhere, but stochastic's almost back to being oversold. Again, so our paper cut that we took earlier on this trade, yeah, we lost 3 ticks, but we just made 5 back, right? Was it 5 or 4, whatever it was, 5 or 4 ticks, but okay, cool. We're back to being profitable. So nice job on Crystal on the paper trade. Again, just learn, right? And watch this kickback, right? Look at the kickback right here. This is why I want you guys to focus on. Look at this kickback right here and look at the stochastic barely moved, right? Barely moved. There's our kickback based on our divergence. Let's clean this up. Now, if you guys want, again, let's go back to the fibs. Drop fibs for pullbacks, right? Look at where that low went, right to the 61.8, and then we bounced. Stochastic, I use, this is the one I use. You got to custom make it. It's essentially the fast stochastic, but it's the 9-3, okay, stochastic, but with the simple, but you want to hide the fast K, uncheck all of these boxes, right? If you leave them, you'll see the double line, right? All I care about seeing is the fast D, which is the 3. That's it. Only show that. And that's how you get the only one line. So, okay. So look at that, right? There's the kickback here, kind of from this, right? Now, the one thing, again, bigger picture, the bigger divergence, but here, MACD, right? We also see it here. See the divergence over here? Right? May a high here, pull back, higher high, high, pull back, lower high. Correct. Now, there's not even a smoothing, I believe. Like some, real quick, with Thinkorswim, they don't have a smoothing. Some other programs like TradingView, it's hard because they have a smoothing that it just messes everything up. This is all you get. So there's no smoothing. I know other platforms have smoothing, which kind of messes everything up. But here's a perfect example. Good thing I took my profits too, right? Because guess what? I'd be break even right now, okay, on the whole trade. I would have had to ride this whole storm out. Correct. No smoothing. They Thinkorswim doesn't even do smoothing. Now, I think if you're using what platform are you using, Crystal? Because these are the only options Thinkorswim gives, right? The K, the D, overbought, oversold. That's it. Oh, trade ovate. Yeah, yeah, you could try like a zero or like a one smoothing. So, okay. Yeah, prices just kind of bouncing. Well, hey, I'm gonna call this a night. I've been on what 2 hours now. I'm gonna be on tomorrow morning, probably 15 minutes before the market opens. I appreciate everybody that's here. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat donations, and just thank you for taking your time to be here with me. Hopefully, you guys learned something. Um, and we did pretty good. What was it? 4 for 5, I think, on the trades. Had 3 ticks stop loss. Um, Up again. We use big contracts, so we'd be up $200 right now. Use the micros are up $20. And what buck 50 per contract commissions, right? Again, this isn't about making money or not, but just trading well to trade well, and the money will follow. But thank you guys, thank you again, guys, everybody. I will be on tomorrow morning, 6:15 Las Vegas time, Pacific, 9:15 or so, give or take. So make sure you guys keep an eye out. Hopefully, you guys will join me, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.